Alright gamers, welcome to my Lucian 14.10 guide. If you've seen any of my videos before, you know that I really like to inform my builds with data from stats. It's not so easy this patch because usually this early on would be like plenty fine to like take data from. Problem is when itemization has changed this much, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing, so they're experimenting with like 20 different builds, which this early on is definitely not really gonna lead to valuable data, but I think I've seen enough to probably make some informed conclusions on Lucian, which is probably that you probably just want to actually stack as much AD as possible. So I'm not really too sure about the order, what order would be optimal, but what we're going to be trying out here is Essence Reaver into Infinity Edge. Nice one. Nice. Essence Reaver into Infinity Edge into Collector. You could also do Collector into Infinity Edge into Essence Reaver, or potentially you could even do Infinity Edge into Collector into Essence Reaver, or you could do Infinity Edge into Essence Reaver into Collector. Do I know which order is best? Absolutely the fuck not, but I can imagine probably one of those is going to be ideal at the very least. And a level 2, so nice. Okay, we'll back off here. I'm taking a lot of minion aggro. It's not worth continuing the trade onto Pike now. Yeah, I can certainly imagine one of those is going to be optimal, just because looking at the data so far, it does seem like a trend that every single build that just stacks a whole bunch of those heavy AD items, stat sticks items, is, yeah, popping off pretty hard at the moment, and obviously I can imagine that they should be really good on Lucian, just because it'll make him so instantly bursty. So I would probably rather not build a Zeal item at the moment. Because fourth item we're also definitely going to want to do Lord Dominic's. Alright, nice one. We can probably just go ahead and base here, or... I mean, because I don't actually have much to base for here, I don't have a whole lot of gold that I can spend. What we can do is instead just hide out of vision, make it seem like we've actually based, but we're actually just going to cheese. Because if I was to actually try and pressure out this turret anyway, I don't have very high range, so it's not going to be very effective. Ooh, I hope they didn't see that ward. So I'd rather just cheese instead. Here we go. Perfect, got him. I've got barrier if I need it. She's got traps instead of her net. We also know she doesn't have heal. Oh, my bad. Didn't think Lux would reach there, otherwise I would just let her have it. But anyway, yeah, for the rune setup, because I've decided I'm going to try Essence Reaver Rush, we're running Absorb Life instead of Presence of Mind. And then another thing that I'm testing is that I have a theory that with Absorb Life, you might just have enough sustain through the early to mid game that you don't really need Bloodline, especially in the mid game, because that's when Bloodline would actually be doing something useful anyway. And that's where Absorb Life really starts to scale into something really helpful. So I have a theory that if you have Absorb Life, then you don't actually really need Bloodline. You can just rely on Absorb Life and Doran's Blade healing to keep you going until you actually get around to building Lifesteal. So instead we're just running Alacrity. This is maybe the worst ADC to be trying this on Lucian. Well, not really. I think that's unfair because he does actually have a decent scaling with attack speed in the sense that it makes his combos a lot faster and more fluid. But it probably has even greater effect on some other ADCs that are actually more auto-reliant, more DPS reliant on their auto attacks. But yeah, Lucian should also just be a good test of this. Can I get the sword? Yeah, I should be able to. There we go. Started D level 1, by the way, because it's particularly effective into these skill shot based lanes like Pike, Caitlyn. If I was ever in a position to try and trade with Caitlyn, where she could Q me in the face, then I can use my E to dodge that. If I'm ever at risk of getting hooked by Pike, I can dodge that and still use my passive to trade. I'll back off there after that because she can just immediately net after that, so I don't want to drag that out too long. If I eat a EQ to the face from Caitlyn, then I don't necessarily win that trade. Or at least it's not as favorable a trade as it could be. Yeah, sure. If Shyvana wants to do Drake here, that should be a possibility, so I'll start shoving. It's a good idea. Oh, actually, it's the enemies that are on the Drake. What the hell? Well, this looks really bad for Caitlyn. Try and get the Diana now. She's not even level 6, so I mean, this is doomed. There is a Yone, though. I'll use my barrier. Nice. Lux was a little bit late on the roam there compared to the enemy bot lane, but if he has vision here, should be careful. The wave didn't exactly crash, but it still looks to be in a pretty decent state overall, so I'm gonna leave it there. I can't really help here, it's just too risky, I think. I should focus on getting my base off. Now we'll just do this and this. On Lucian, I just don't really recommend building any kind of boots early on. I think Ionians are probably the most viable boots on Lucian at the moment. Let me just check that. Yeah, it looks like they generally tend to perform best on him, but it's more like something you build once you got 1 or 2 items, I would say. Whether you're building the attack speed boots or the CDR boots, he just scales so much better with AD, so just focus on building your items only, I would say. Your big item. Then you can build boots at some point when it feels convenient. Nice, we juked that. Now we can dash forwards. Pyke doesn't have hook yet. It's going to be up very soon, but... Okay. I nearly have my E back up. I just need to avoid traps here. Oof, just barely got her. Nice one. I'm out of mana now. How much do I need for Essence Reaver? Probably won't be able to build it yet. Oh, actually I need like 150. So in theory, if I got this plating for myself, that would be great. Obviously I can't really communicate that to Lux in time, so we're just gonna have to accept that I probably need to shove another wave as well. Or we can get just this one plating. No, that's not really doable. We need to shove this. This is awkward though, because I don't have vision in the river, so there is a chance that I'll get punished here. But getting my first item here I think would be huge enough that I'm gonna take the risk. There we go. We also see Diana's top side, so it seems I was safe the whole time. That was really the only risk there. I think I'm ahead enough that even if I'm out of mana, the enemy bot lane can't really pressure me enough, especially because I can start shoving before they're even in lane, so by the time they arrive, they have like half a wave and I have a full wave, so that would be really risky for them to threaten me with. And by this point, we should be pretty much manaless. I don't know if Essence... Like, I think Essence Reaver, it already got a hotfix buff. It released with 65 AD, now has 70. I feel like it's probably still a little bit too weak. Generally, maybe not for Lucian. It just generally doesn't seem to perform all that well, even on champions who really should benefit from being manaless when they complete Essence Reaver. But, yeah, even if it does need a little bit more damage, at the very least, the fact that we can't really run out of mana with Essence Reaver is just really huge. Go for a quick trade there. Got minion blocked, so I couldn't avoid the kill and Q, unfortunately. If I dash forwards now and enter a trade with Caitlyn and I get hit by her net, I should still be happy about that. Hang on. Nice one. Oh, this is just too greedy for sure. We just barely managed to save Lux anyway, wow. Yeah, at this point I'm so ahead that if I do get hit by a kill on EQ, and all I managed to land is E-auto and possibly a Q, I should still be probably fine there, especially because my E is in a lower cooldown, so I'd be able to re-engage before Caitlyn is ready to trade again. Diana here. Gonna barrier. Ah, sadly we don't finish her off. I don't suppose she's gonna be on her golems, is she? This is really stupid, but... Nah, okay. Place a ward there and leave for now. I'll want to base on BF Sword. I pretty much have it if I base now, but we also want to make sure I don't miss a wave here. Still got Prow here. The way we use Barrier, by the way, which is probably the best summoner for ADCs right now, is we don't use it like to bait as much as you use heal to bait. You kind of want to like guarantee that you're actually getting value out of the Barrier. Because if you can use your barrier to block, you know, 268 damage, then that leaves you 268 HP healthier. But if you use it to bait at the very end, and then it doesn't actually end up absorbing that much damage, well, you don't end up 268 HP healthier, do you? You just end up healthier by whatever amount you actually ended up blocking. But if you can block the full amount of barrier, then that leaves you so much healthier in the lane in the long run. So generally aim to get more value out of barrier than... Oh, Jesus. He didn't even try going invisible. Okay, we should be able to definitely shove at least one more wave here before we base. Does plating not go down? It didn't. Let me just kill that real quick. There we go. They have a ward in there, I guess, so I'm not going to go in there. There's also a chance we could have picked up that turret for sure. Looks like the enemies are actually quite late into lane, but... Don't want to greed and end up taking a bad base because I chanced getting the turret. Currently regaining 32 mana per auto, by the way, which is fucking insane. We just used the Q and 2 autos and we're back to full mana. And of course, because of Lucian's passive, we do so many auto attacks. So we really are manaless at this point. Honestly, I'm gonna just probably not build boots for a while because at the moment, every single item that I finish besides boots is such a massive power spike. I really don't feel like delaying my power spikes to get boots is gonna be worth it. Because with crit items just being like insanely strong right now, especially if they really synergize with your champion, which all these AD crit items do on Lucian, then boots upgrading to your tier 1 boots to tier 2 boots, I feel like is just less valuable than ever at the moment. We're gonna rotate mid here. Temporarily, at least. Can we get Hammerdinger to go bot, maybe? If we try turret for turret here, that's probably also fine. We actually have a chance to maybe kill Yone here as well. Whereas they can't kill anybody on bot lane right now. Ooh, hang on, I messed that up. Okay, so I won't be able to kill him. We do get his flash though, so far looks like a positive trade. The only downside here is they actually have objective bounties up and we don't. So we'll get more gold out of this, but overall I think this is probably more valuable for us. With us taking Yone out of the picture and forcing him to lose farm now. Basically, when you're the bot lane that has... that gets to take the enemy bot lane turret down first, then you're just free to roam the map after that, and the enemy bot lane, to match you, like to be able to match the amount of gold you've obtained, has to like stay bot lane and take that turret. This leaves me to do stuff like force Yone out of lane, get this Rift Herald. You know, you're just free to do more stuff. Whereas the enemy bot lane, you're putting them in a position where they can get a free turret. So if they can get that turret for free, I mean, they're kind of forced to do it, you know? But whatever you're doing in exchange is just more valuable inherently. As long as you're actually trading stuff. It's not guaranteed, but if I get that turret for turret, that's okay. If I also get the Herald as well as the turret, that's even better. It's very valuable, the tempo that you get from taking the turret down first. And in a perfect world, I mean, that turret hasn't even actually gone down. I don't know if that's because the enemy bot lane messed up or if Hammerdinger went bot lane and defended that, but if they don't even get to trade anything back, well, that's just a disaster for them. Gonna go ahead and base here. I've got Infinity Edge, and we can also build another quick look here. So at this point, maybe Ionians would be worth it. I definitely wouldn't say that it's troll to build Ionians right now, but I also know that I've got Infinity Edge, which scales amazingly with crits, so I can build another quick look there. I think that's also immensely valuable, probably more valuable than boots overall, especially because it also brings me, you know, one item closer to my next item completion. Or one component closer, I should say. We'll want to shove in at least one more mid-wave, I think. Oh yeah, and if we can push with the Herald, that's nice. Definitely feeling the alacrity, it feels really great right now. Maybe it's just because I'm not taking any damage, but so... Oh. It's so far, I'm also not feeling the absence of lifesteal. Absorb life seems to be suiting me just fine at the moment. Oh. Wanted to get in there. Yeah, if this game went on, I would for sure build Ionians over Berserkers. I think I could do with some more ability haste right now. I want to continue testing the rest of the build, so we're going to play at least one more game for sure. Alright, not a bad start. Alright gamers, we are back for another game of Lucian, this time playing Lucian Braum into Twitch Seraphine. Playing in Seraphine, who's another very skill-shot reliant support, so once again we're starting E on top of the level, for the level 1 also just being better for chasing Twitch in that situation. Didn't really need to dash forwards like this actually, my bad. It's ideal if I'm actually using it to dodge Seraphine skill shots at the same time as I dash forwards for a trade. Or if I'm at least getting an auto attack reset out of it, like auto E, auto, auto. That way I can also proc PTA. They're bidding us on the push right now, so we're going to play it safe for now. Now we're level 2. So we could actually consider matching them in a trade. We're also leaning with Braum, remember, it's a melee versus ranged, double ranged matchup. So, if I try too hard to trade right now, I might just find myself getting outtraded by the 1v2. So it's better if we can find an angle where Braum has actually hit a Q or something. Or wait for them to just overextend. It's more passive than I'd like to play. Obviously, ideally I'd have a Nami or something here, but... that's how we have to play the lane at the moment. See if he lands a Q here, that could be good. We dodge the Seraphine. Okay, we switch on to Twitch now. Hopefully Braum can hit him with the passive. There we go. That's Twitch dead. Should be Seraphine hopefully 2 here. Oop, my bad. We just barely got her. Nice one, okay. Can I leave the wave here? I don't know where Amumu is. I'm gonna base here and hopefully the wave will be fine. Ooh, but if I keep shoving... or I could sell my longsword for Doran's Blade. Sorry, for BF Sword, which I guess should be worth it. Just so we don't risk dying to Amumu and hand him over a free shutdown there. As far as I can tell, the wave is okay, but it's kind of hard to count at the moment when they're all grouped up like that. It's certainly going to be okay now that he's pushing this. Gonna actually miss, even if it was an okay wave, I miss even less if he just shoves it like this. He should just slow push it, not crash it like that. Or hard push it at least. Does mean that I once again have to play safe right now while the wave is pushing towards us and they have a much bigger wave. You see just how well it works out for us when we just play passive and play around the Braum, actually managing to land something. God, I think I've had enough of laning against Seraphine over the past 2 days. Laning against Seraphine like 3 times in a row yesterday. It's an actual skill shot simulator, skill shot dodging simulator lane. I'm actually probably not ideally positioned here. I should be positioned more with Braum, so if he lands a Q on Twitch there, I might let an angle where I can follow up. I was only in position to follow up on Seraphine there, and he obviously couldn't hit Seraphine, so that's a positioning mistake on my behalf. Okay. Can back out now. Throw our jungler around. Nice. It's an okay trade, and we also managed to get the flash, so that's pretty good. However he lands the Q on, we just have to go on that person. We can't be too picky about it. Nice Q snipe onto the Twitch there. If you get enough practice on Lucian and just sniping people through minions with his Q, it becomes very easy to hit them when they're lost hitting, because they're kind of locked down, so you don't have to predict where they're moving. Okay, so I don't really need to base here, but the Braum I guess could base. Oh. Like he's kind of low here. Actually, I can also help with the Drake. Oh, there's a ward there, so they see that I didn't base, which is kind of annoying. Let's hope this Drake works out a lot better than the other one. Okay, they're trying to crash it pretty hard, but I mean, it's kind of wave, it's going to take them a while, so we still got plenty of time to hit this Drake before we have to turn around. Gonna have to stick around here though if the enemy bot lane are actually gonna contest this. There we go. Oh man. Okay, I've got her. Can I even kill the Twitch here? Maybe. No, kind of close. Maybe I should have backed out by then. Oh, my jungler even died. Apparently Amumu must have been there as well. That's a shame. Let's see what happened there. I mean, I stayed with the Drake until it was almost dead, but I guess Amumu pretty much entered the pit as soon as I left. Damn. It's a real shame that the Q actually from Braum went onto Seraphine there, because it would have been so much more valuable to go onto Twitch, who has the most DPS there. I think Braum might have also died with exhaust up, I'm not sure. But that would be a huge mistake. Twitch might just immediately all in the moment that he gets into lane. So we want to stick around Braum in case Braum can land a Q. We want to be ready to follow up. We want to also put ourselves at an angle where if Twitch does want to all in against us, that we are near the Braum, so Braum will be able to land a Q. Fortunately, I'm a bit far away there, but yeah, that's the idea. It's also something to watch out for is the fact that Seraphine has level 6, so it's kind of risky at this point to be dashing in. Seraphine is very good at anti-engage, so if you try to engage with the Seraphine and she just ults you, you're probably going to lose. That's unfortunately how this works. So, I mean, on the bright side, we do have Braum E, which can potentially block it, but also can't be dashing forwards like way past the Braum. Or he's just not going to be able to block. And right now, he's also half HP, so it would, like, he might just not even have the balls to dash forwards and block the Seraphine ult if we do bait that out. Generally, this is just supposed to be a tough matchup for Braum anyway. Braum is really effective. He's also actually himself quite effective as an anti-engage. But this is not an engage bot lane. The Seraphine just makes it more of a poke lane than anything else. So Braum just does not have the tools to deal with that, because ideally, against... Oh, we just dash out of that. Nice one. Cleared that out. Ideally, against poke, you want to have engage. Well, Braum is anti-engage, not himself engage. We got a Quinn gank here, though, so this could be quite good. Okay, he just flashed away. Sadly, no killer assist from me there. So that's a shame, but we got some summoners out of Twitch in exchange for him only killing the support. So it could be worse. Twitch is back. I've got a little bit of mana. I do need to be careful that I don't get ganked though if I try to do anything here, so I don't have a huge amount of vision, so I'll probably just want to play it safe and push and base. If I have enough Fluorescence Reaver, do I? As I assume I should. I do. Okay, we actually see a Momo mid. I wish I'd realized that sooner. Ah, that's a shame. Ooh. No, I nearly had him. Fuck, that's so unfortunate. Oh man, he was almost dead. He was dead to one more auto, then he got the double shield from Seraphine. Both her W and then also her Eerie. So tragic, because I could have all in just slightly sooner if I just noticed the Mumu mid lane. Let's see when he actually appeared on mid. Yeah, around there. Took me a good like 5 or so seconds to even realize, even longer. Yeah, so if I just been quicker to notice that, that was a free kill on Twitch. Ooh, on the other hand, he might be overstaying here. Okay. No, it was a decent snipe from the Q, but then I just completely misaimed that. Okay, that's Twitch dead, and I should have enough damage to kill Seraphine here too. She might have ult. I just need to dodge skill shots for now. What the hell? Okay, I got the turret to focus her there, so that earns her 1 free turret shot. Oh my god, she probably just escapes now, sadly, and gets an execute, but we'll see. I'll try and hit her with W. Okay, she's dead. Perfect. She needed to not play that so patiently. She was trying to like maximize the amount of time since I had lost hitter, so she could get the turret shot, you know, the execute, but she just needed to risk going for the execute ASAP, I think. Because obviously I have a lot of range on my EW combo. The sad thing is, it took me so long to do that, I actually might die to Twitch here, we'll see. I think I'll just kill these melees and then leave. Because going for those casters is going to leave me more overextended. I don't know if Twitch has the ability to kill me right now, but it's a big risk. There it is. I don't know if he he has a full item, right? So he's actually quite strong. I don't know 100% that I'd win. He might have ult, I'm not sure. But at least by killing the melees there, that's the most valuable part of the minions. You know, they give the most XP, the most gold. So I only miss out on the casters, which is relatively not that big a deal. The downside is that could have resulted in Twitch getting a freeze. I think he probably would have had a freeze either way though, so I may as well get as much CS as I can before he gets the freeze, I guess. Ah, come on. Okay, so that was any of his TP. Careful, Brom. I'm on the way. Nice one. Oh my god, he can do a lot of damage to me. There we go. Oh my god, what is this build? Okay, Leandries, that makes sense. Didn't even hit the Q on me. He didn't hit any Qs on me, and this is still how low I end up. Imagine if he did hit Qs on me. There is something cheese I could do here. So, I mean, if I base her, I can get half my HP back, which would be great. On the other hand, I know that if Twitch starts to farm here, I could kill him. But if Seraphine shows up, then I don't actually necessarily win. So I'll just do the safe thing and base here. But if I could be sure that I can get a 1v1 on Twitch as he walks up here and tries to farm, and if I knew that Seraphine was like roaming or something, that would be a great cheese. Because even if I'm half HP, I still win that. Especially with barrier up. Holy crap, he was soloing Drake there without the smite. That was a risk. Thank god he got it. Well, I know he's alone right now. That's how easily we kill him. That's why a cheese would have been so effective. I think if I had just stayed there instead of basing, I think that's pretty much exactly what would happen. I couldn't get him range. Maybe I should have stayed in range to let him dash on me, actually. Not that it was worth him staying that deep anyway. Alright, I do just need one more wave and then I'll base for Infinity Edge. No desire to cheese this time. I do just want to get the space off because it's going to be a huge power spike. Back out there. Alright, now we're going to be tremendously strong once again at that 2-item power spike. Next up, Collector. That is going to be what maximizes our burst here on the squishies. But if we could just, like, completely one-tap the squishies whenever we dash into their face, then that is going to make us supremely powerful. Way more powerful than if we were to build something, some kind of zeal upgrade, either the Fire Cannon for the ranged poke with the dash, or Navori to actually get low cooldowns and do more DPS in fights. I'd rather just maximize my burst over getting more DPS, though. Since that is where Lucian shines. That's a shame. I did ping them to leave. All I can hope to do here is match the turret. If I walk all the way over to mid lane, that's a lot of time spent on rotation. Just to probably not be able to defend anyway. That Herald really complicates things, though. I might just have to base here so we don't lose an inhib. Or, I mean, if we do lose an inhib this early on, it's not even that bad. And I can't even save that turret, so... Nivea being here is a big problem, though. Surprised she didn't go for the wall there. If she wastes Q, I might just be able to dash on her. Okay. She's still gonna have the wall, though, but... Maybe I just end up basing then. Might be dead here, we'll see. Just need to dash out of the ult. Oh my god, I should have buried. I got her. I need to get away from these minions though. Okay, that was a close one. My bad, I've really fucked up there overall. Thank god I got the kind of lead to do that. There we go. There's only one person alive on the map right now, this Amumu. Hopefully he's not here, because I do want to keep on pushing if I can. Why not? Get one more whiff. I could even maybe go for the turret as well. No, Twitch is revived, and I won't have any warning if he shows up. I'll have to leave. Pick up this, and sell my refillable, get another crit cloak. And now we're going to be so close to finishing the collector. Ooh. Didn't even notice Brom was on the flank there. Nice one. We could do Navori potentially, by the way, in a circumstance particularly where we want to, like... If the enemies are quite tanky and we also have a lot of value out of kiting, then getting some cooldown reduction on our E from Navori could actually be very good. But that's for longer fights, where we're actually expecting the fights to be long. In a game like this, I can expect to one-shot almost anybody on our team. So that's what I want to focus my build towards. And that's probably where most, like, the circumstance for most games as well. People tend to not play tanks too much in solo queue.
Bravest thing I ever did was getting up this morning.
Ooh, there's a Twitch around here. Nice one. Jack should not have used D because now he's just dead. We'll keep following up here. The jungler should be able to secure Drake. Ooh. Nice one. Where the hell was Anivia? Oh, she was there, okay. I'm definitely not getting that turret. Got her. Nice one. I have to try and one-shot him. Ooh, just barely lived there. I suppose I'm getting this turret now? No. Still, that was their one invisible champion, so I think I'm fine to just try and push this. If somebody ends up zoning me off the wave, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, we're fine. 55 healing off of hitting that human. Killing 2... Well, I guess that was 3 minions. No way that would give me 55 healing otherwise. Actually, it might have been... It might have coincided with an Ocean Drake heal as well. I don't know. Seems like a lot otherwise. But anyway. Okay, so at this point, now that I've got this crit cloak, on my next base, if I can't complete my item, I would just prioritize Onions at that point, because I've got plenty of crit. May as well upgrade my boots at this point, I would say. But the thing that I would prioritize even more than that is if I can actually complete Lord Dominic's. Because that would be sick. But otherwise, I'm satisfied with my build at this point. Amumu might go for his raptors here. Feel a bit naked not having vision of that brush, but I just saw Amumu for the bot side. Whoa, what the hell? I got on that timing. Not 100% sure whether I needed to flash, but I'm not sure whether his ult was up or not. Oh, I'm dead here. That sucks. My bad. Yeah, I knew I'd seen Namumu on this ward, so I knew he wasn't going to be flanking from there. I just didn't expect Seraphine to randomly be there. Alright, well now we can go for the Ionians. It's going to further reduce our E cooldown. So if each auto attack from our passive reduces our E cooldown by 2 seconds, we can potentially use our passive at least twice per interaction, usually, from E and then Q, and then potentially also E and then W. We can reduce our E cooldown by pretty much 8 seconds, so we've pretty much gotten a 2-second cooldown on E at the moment. If we get to proc our passive properly in a full combo each time. Not even a full combo, you know, just E auto, Q auto, something like that. Oh, hello. One shot. Would be nice if the Hex hadn't hit him so I could actually see how much of the damage is mine. Because I'm sure I could probably one-shot him by myself as well. Got a very low cooldown on Q as well, cannot underrate that. Yeah, because Jax is here, I can't really commit onto Anivia. Shame. You can see my sustain is probably fine even though I haven't built Bloodline. So I think this is a really good combination actually, is Alacrity and Absorb Life. Absorb Life at the moment doesn't actually have crazy good win rates. It's actually usually I think lower than Triumph and Presence of Mind than most champions at the moment. But I think it's probably not being optimally used, because I think probably the way you optimally use it is using it... Oh, I'm dead here, my bad. Using it as a chance to not have to run Bloodline and be able to run Alacrity instead. Oh my god, that was a crazy combo. What the hell? Alright, my bad, it wasn't fully focused there, obviously. That's rough. Finished the turret, so then I was just dashing out of the Anivia ult, and that was way before I even saw the Seraphine ult, which obviously warranted a dash to the side, but that was a bit fucked, because the only other way that I can dash to the side and also skip the Anivia ult is dash to the right, where I'm going to get hit by a Momo. So all I can do is dash to the left, where I'm still going to be in the Anivia ult, and I can still get hit by an Anivia wall or an Anivia Q. So I was really screwed there just because of the timing of Seraphine using ult there. Left me with no good options. I can't really get Lost Whisper yet, so we're going to hold on to the Doran's Blade. The healing from Doran's Blade is also a pretty big component of my sustain at the moment, so I'd rather not get rid of it too soon anyway. But if we are left with a little bit subpar sustain, because we're not running Bloodline, so all we would be left with is Absorb Life, that's only very temporarily before we finish our Lost Whisper and then get the chance to build Vamp Scepter, so it's not a huge deal, you know? Ooh, this should be good. She's dead? No, she's not dead. What the hell? Oh, that Jax has to be very tanky. That did no damage. Okay, this could suck. I don't have my E up right now. Oh my god! What the hell? I need to try and base here. They might still be chasing me. Or they might be turning to the Baron. I'm guessing Jax must have had his ult active there because he hasn't built that much armor.
Strange place. Beats the hell out of the Shadow Isles, though.
Such a shame about the Seraphine though. She was very nearly dead there. Should have tried to go out of my way to snipe him with Q there, actually. A nice one, Quinn. Okay, I have very nearly got lost for, well, I mean, Lord Dominic's. I can just base for it and wait for it. Let's try not to get into any fights until I've got that, because especially against Jax, that's going to be huge. Not to anybody at all, this should massively amplify my burst as well. Everybody, if I'm level 15, you know, this Twitch is 13, Anivia 17, Seraphine 13. Everybody has a lot of base armor right now just from their levels. This guy is way overextended, and for what? Is he going to farm his Braum? No, so leave. This is just inviting the enemies to kill you for free. Next item that I'm gonna want is Vamp Scepter. Oh, this guy's being chased. Actually, maybe I should have kept on pushing mid, actually. The enemies seem overcommitted on bot side. Okay, we'll let them take that turret. If we can trade 2 turrets there for 1 turret, but that turret that we get is an inhib turret, then that's good for us. There we go. Some of the enemies might be recalling for me now, we'll see. That's Seraphine. Oh, come on, the exhaust! Oh, I didn't even notice there was an enemy ult there. No wonder I couldn't step out sooner. My bad. Fuck. Okay, at least that means they do not get this turret. Awesome. Oh, I didn't even notice the enemy was there, man. Let's see. Oh, yeah. She was very much there. I was focused only on the Seraphine. I actually didn't even question the slow, actually. I was exhausted either way, so I would have been slowed into the turret longer than anticipated anyway. Goddamn exhaust. So I guess I needed to flash immediately, pretty much. Once I failed to kill Seraphine because I'm exhausted, the only option is to flash out to minimize the amount of turret damage that I take. I'll have my E back up in 4 seconds anyway, so I'll be able to use that to dash over this wall. And maybe, potentially, because of barrier up, I could maybe also find an outplay on Anivia. Okay, nice. Maybe I can choose Anivia here. It's risky though, like she's actually 4 levels up on me. 3 levels up, sorry. Okay, she's dead. Perfect. Gives me a lot of gold. Gotta say, I do miss Navori though. The old Navori. Which was both an 80 stat stick and also give you super low cooldowns. The best of both worlds. Now my Lucian muscle memory is all off because I'm so used to my Q just being back up immediately after a combo. Oh, that didn't even hit. Lost myself all that passive damage. Nice one. I have to save all my cooldowns. If Twitch shows up, then I should be able to 1v1 him. But I need to have everything up, so I can both reach him with my E, and one-shot him with my Q. Q currently dealing about 600 damage. And also obviously giving me my passive. Oh, that's a lot of people. Oh, dude, I didn't see a Momo. I'm dead. Oh my god, my bad. Let's hope my team can stay alive and defend. All they need to do is save these Nexus turrets. They should not be engaging though. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you need to avoid, man. Alright, 3v5. It's gonna be hard, but let's see what they can do. Fuck. I was so close to avoiding it entirely. You can see he was actually being blocked by my minimap. Ugh, my bad. How's this going? Not amazing. Yeah, I think 4v5 would have been defensible, but this was extremely hard. That Braum needed to not die for free there, unfortunately. Shame. This wasn't an amazing comp to be playing Lucian into in general, I guess, because Jax dodges all my autos, and Mumu, I guess, was like somewhat okay to play against, except also needed to avoid being in his ult range. Aside from that, there were 3 ranged, so... Like, it's... The only way I can actually deal damage is dashing into them, which is also really not an option. Alright, anyway. Despite how this game ended, you could at least see my damage, so you got hopefully a good idea of how that build works. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.